All right, culture shock. I just got back to the United States from Spain and the Netherlands and England. What do I see different? Well, first off is this car thing. Getting around in a car in America is real easy, and that can help you move up in social classes. But any city built after 1950, I talk about this all the time, is built for a car. It's impossible to walk. People move here from other countries all the time. Europe, South America, Africa, anywhere. They move to Dallas and they realize it's impossible. I mean, literally, frankly, impossible to move even. I mean, to navigate this city without a car. It's tragic. And that just brings our step count down so much. You know, I made a video earlier about how it's not just all about step count. There's so many people that say, oh my gosh, I got my steps today, so I don't really need to do anything else. It's like, whoa, what about the endorphins that you get from the exercise and the pumping the blood fast and accumulating metabolites, getting a stronger heart and stronger liver? What about all that? You just throw all that out the window? Yes, of course, it's CICO, and the steps count for lots of calories, and that's why they're healthier and not as obese. But yeah, I just think it's wild, and it's crazy to see them smoking all the time too. And then you look at what percentage of the GDP that they actually spend. So there's 30 countries with universal health care. We are not one of them. But where was I going with that? They spend less, despite the fact that we don't have it, we still spend more. Because, isn't that crazy? Because some people just don't pay and we write it off and we put it on the taxpayers. And so effectively we do have socialized medicine in that sense. If you don't want to pay, you don't really have to. They can come after you and garnish your wages, but they typically won't. So that's interesting. We spend a much higher percentage of our GDP on healthcare and have the worst healthcare. And them, they don't even spend that much on it, but they're just not fat, which is everything. The excess adiposity is all around your internal organs, and it gives people the worst chronic illnesses, and it's just a killer. It is awful, and it is the number one problem with the United States. And so we need to treat it like smoking. I think we need to have a little bit of sympathy, a little bit of shame. We're doing more research, and that's the name of the game too. I think all of the drugs will somewhat help. They're a Band-Aid. They'll be on them the rest of their life. Whatever. I guess if that will take the cost down, I don't care all that much. But I don't like how there should not be allowed to advertise if diet and exercise didn't work for you, or if a calorie deficit didn't work for you, because that's libel, because you can't break the laws of physics. So even Weight Watchers says they will advertise to people and say, oh, you created a deficit and it did not work, try us. That's libel. That is illegal to say, because it's false. It's like saying 1 + 1 is 8. But in like a medical sense, in a very important sense. So I think we need to just be a little bit more honest. Europeans will be very brash, but Americans are stupid and fat. And I think we should, lots of Americans aren't, but the ones who are should. There's also grains of truth that there's people who are way more successful than me that just stay in the office all day and work all the time and are mad successful. So it's not an intelligence thing only. It is multifactorial, which makes it hard. That's why I'm comparing multifactorial analysis, Europe versus America. Who knows? You got good habits. America's a great place. But golly, all these, I just had to drive here, drive there. If I was in Europe in Las Ramblas, I could have walked to the store. Then I would walk to go get a place to eat, and then I'd walk home. So, big difference.